we're going to talk about the hamstrings, which are in green here. Remember, this is a glute max. These two, which I actually were able to see on this one, is the glute med. This is our TFL.
Don't you feel as if those muscles are so tightly stretched? They feel
that's the greater trochanter. Okay. It's basically the thing of the femur that sticks out the most. The femur is your thigh bone.
Doesn't it feel
okay?
Like
I've really simplified this because most people have fat pads back here and on their butt, but you know, especially back in your upper posterior area. So basically, this one here represents several things. It represents biceps femoris, both the long and the short head. Okay. Just think of it as an oval shape, and then it has this cool little doohickey that comes around. Not doohickey, but it's actually a tendon that comes around, and guess what? It attaches the same place our IT band attaches, which is the tibial tuberosity. So it's wrapping all the way around to the front. Okay? This guy here represents two very confusing sounding things. Semitendinosus. I don't know if I'm spelling that right. There might be a U instead of an I. And semimembranosus. Okay? Basically, tendon, even though it's spelled with an O, I'm pretty sure it's an I there. Tendon is this part here. And it's going to come all the way down like that. And guess what? It wraps around to the other side, basically where tibial tuberosity is, but a little bit farther away from it. Okay? That's why if you look at your leg when like your hamstrings are flexed, you can see those two little lines on either side.
Are you even
close to where
listening?
your knee is on the other
Can
side.
you keep the
of your
pencils
leg.
down, Nadia?
That's what those are there. Okay. In the middle here, this part, this is what softens everything together. We call this the popliteal fascia. If any of you guys have taken any sort of biology yet, basically FOSSA basically means some sort of cavity, okay? FASCIA is something different, but to me, they sound the same. Okay, so this is basically going to soften this area, but when you bend your leg, you can't really see it, or you can actually feel it going inward. But when you straighten your leg and kind of try and hyperextend your knee, don't try that, but you know what I mean. You can actually see that as part of the contour from the lateral side. Right, this is a cool dive in here. This part and this part are part of your gastrocnemius, your calves, and they dive in like this. So basically the tendon is going over this, and each head, muscle head of the gastrocnemius is diving behind it, okay? And it's attaching to the two bones, your two leg bones. Okay. We already talked about Achilles tendon, and remember, this is going to be a flat depression, right? Especially from the side. Okay, this is our soleus. We talked about that in the last slide, right? Note that this angle and from this side, I can see more on the lateral side of the soleus than I can on the medial side. All right. So we're not going to take a